Hey everyone, in this video we're diving into a hot topic. Inflation in focus as September Fed meeting nears. What to watch this week. This is all about the key economic moves happening right now, with inflation data stealing the spotlight in the first full trading week of September. We've got a relatively quiet earnings and economic calendar, but all eyes are shifting toward the Federal Reserve's next policy meeting on September 16th to 17th. Stick around as we unpack what happened last week, what's coming up, and why it matters for your investments. Let's start with a quick look back at last week to set the stage. Stocks ended the week lower, dragged down by a weak August jobs report that showed a dramatic slowdown in the U.S. labor market. Treasury yields also dipped as the odds of a Federal Reserve rate cut at that upcoming September meeting hit a solid 100%. On the earnings front, we got some real insights into how consumers are behaving. Dollar Tree reported that even higher-income shoppers are trading down to save money. Loyalman's results hinted that the athleisure trend might be losing steam. And American Eagle showed that strong advertising campaigns are still pushing sales forward into 2025. These snapshots paint a picture of a cautious consumer landscape amid economic shifts. Now, looking ahead to this week, it's lighter on the earnings side, but there are a few big names to watch. Expect reports from Oracle, Adobe, and Kroger. These could give us more clues on tech, software, and grocery sectors. But the real action ramps up on Thursday with key inflation data drops, including the Consumer Price Index, or CPI, and the Producer Price Index, or PPI. We'll also be keeping tabs on weekly mortgage rate updates, which could signal how borrowing costs are trending. Then, on Friday, consumer sentiment data rolls out, giving us a read on how Americans are feeling about the slowing job market and any lingering inflation pressures. All of this ties back to the Federal Reserve, folks. The Fed's got that dual mandate, maximizing employment while keeping inflation at 2%. Last month, Fed Chair Jerome Powell signaled that rate cuts could be on the table because of weaknesses in the job market, and that Friday jobs report really drove home the risks of the labor market cooling off further. This week's inflation numbers might reveal if the Fed's still struggling to hit that 2% target. Experts are weighing in on this too. Wells Fargo economists Sarah House and Nicole Servin noted that the July CPI showed tariffs aren't the only hurdle in the Fed's inflation battle. They said, quote, "Sticky services inflation alongside the rebound in goods prices has stymied the disinflationary trend of the past 2 years and pushed inflation further from the FOMC's target. That's a clear sign that getting back to 2% might take more time and careful moves from the Fed." So, there you have it, what to watch this week as inflation takes center stage ahead of that big Fed meeting. From earnings like Oracle and Adobe to those crucial CPI and PPI numbers, and wrapping up with consumer sentiment, it's all about gauging where the economy's headed. If these data points show persistent inflation or more job market woes, we could see markets react big time. What do you think? Will the Fed cut rates aggressively? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, like this video if it helped, and subscribe for more breakdowns like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.